All right, welcome back, everybody. Episode 8, week 8 of Rules of the Court. Larry's back.
Yeah.
What's up, Larry?
Hello.
And then Chris is back in the studio today. So yeah, I got a volleyball tournament tomorrow. If you're in the Peoria area, I don't know where it is, but if you're in the Peoria, if you're in the Peoria area tomorrow, March 23rd, this will be out. Dang, this will be out tomorrow afternoon.
By 8 a.m.?
Yeah, nah. Okay, I'll be done with my volleyball tournament. But yeah, got a tournament tomorrow.
What are you excited for? Just to play volleyball again?
Yeah, dude. Actually, I don't know. Well, yeah, obviously I'm excited to play volleyball again.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, playing yesterday, I felt like I was in a battle. Like I got home, dude, and I was laying around dude, I looked like I got shot 7 times. Loki, bro, that's why I was waiting for you to come home so you could fix me, bro.
Dude, he looked like he got beat up.
I had this nasty blister on my foot growing right now on the ball of my foot.
Why would you say that?
I got a blister growing on the ball of my foot, bro. I felt it, bro. I literally felt it develop in the middle of a play. I ran, I stepped, and then I tried to cut back the other way, and then I felt the ball on my foot, the skin slide or something. I was like, oh, that's a blister. I thought I ripped my skin off. I swear to God, I thought I was walking with bloody socks, and then I just pulled my sock off when I got home, and yeah, it was a blister growing.
Okay.
What do I do, doctor?
In your professional opinion, Chris, what should he do?
In my professional opinion, I actually got some stuff that I could help you with. If you got splinters and stuff, I could put little they're called little donuts, basically. I could put little circles in those splinters. So
a splinter or a blister?
Oh, excuse me, a blister.
What is it?
So it's basically it's like a donut pad.
Because it's right here, on the ball of my foot.
No, for sure. So it's like a donut pad, and it's the quality. It's like that quality right there.
What are you putting at?
The thing right here, the black thing.
Oh, this
Yeah.
the foam?
Yeah, it's a foam thing that's very squishy and you can barely feel it.
Can I play with it?
No, yeah, that's what's usually meant to use for.
Just come with your bag to the tournament tomorrow.
I definitely would have to go get that stuff. But if you want to test it out today later on.
Yeah, I'll just walk around the house because I don't plan on doing anything today. My arm is.
See how it is with the shoe on for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm not doing anything today because I played volleyball yesterday. I played 2 games and I feel like I'm dying. I'm so out of shape.
Felt that.
Dude, back in high school, that was nothing.
The prime.
Yeah,
Dude, I can't believe I never saw you play in high school.
You never came to the games. Well, honestly, there wasn't much to see. We were not a very good team at all. We won in my 4 years there, and 3 years as varsity captain.
Oh, wow, bro.
We won a total of 6 games.
So you got it in sophomore year?
Yeah, I was captain sophomore year. It's not saying much though. We weren't good.
No.
I like to say I was though. It's pretty cool. It sounds cool as a varsity captain of my volleyball team.
Of course.
We won 6 games in 4 years.
What school, bro? CRSM.
Crystal Ray St. Martin. Shout out the Knights. What?
Dude, we were literally located in 3 buildings in the most ghettoest part of Waukegan, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Really? Literally coming out of the expressway is the most ghettoest part?
Dude, damn. Yeah. We were a little bit more.
No. He thinks he's thinking of the new building.
Sheridan?
He's thinking of the new building.
Oh, you're talking about the old one?
Yeah, our old building was not.
Bro.
It was
scary.
scary.
It was falling apart. You really couldn't use the bathroom when you were there.
Dude, there was holes in the wall that literally led to outside. You can stick your finger and feel outside.
Yeah.
That actually sounds dope.
You remember that time Mr. Toss's ceiling fell off?
Yeah, the ceiling tiles are
Dude,
falling.
they closed homecoming down because there was too many people. It was hot. There was no AC.
And it was in the second floor and
damn near gonna fall off.
So that was just the main building. And then we had 2 side buildings that were trailers.
Dude, it was 2 trailers and then a little house. That was admission.
There was 2 houses because you had Mr. Horker's house.
Dude, yeah.
Mr. Horker.
It was a little chapel, just house.
It was the tiniest, it was the tiniest house. It was 2 rooms. You walk in, it was his office, and you walk through it, which it looked like you went from the kitchen to because it was his office in there, his classroom in there, and next to him was the Schuler office. The Schuler Scholar office, yeah.
Dude, Schuler's office was another world.
Yeah, it was you walked into Narnia. It was why is there so much space in there? Dude, I think I just figured it out. I think Horker's office was the kid's bedroom. His classroom was the master bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And then the Schuler office was because they had the kitchen there. That was the kitchen dining room. We figured out the layout.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, so that was one one building, and then there was another bigger house that was all admissions, and I was legit just.
It was like our principal, the dean.
You ever get your taxes done from like a Mexican lady
Dude, I
in the
just went
basement
to
of
get
her
my
house?
taxes done. It was
That's
like
what
that.
it's like. It was like a bunch of offices, but like kids running
All
around.
the rooms were offices, bro.
Yeah. The bathroom? No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, that bathroom was scary though. It was like so tiny,
Oh, the bathroom in the actual like building, the church.
and it looked like a church.
Dude, I'm trying to think of it. I don't remember the bathrooms in the church. I don't remember where were the bathrooms there. They were all the only ones in the second floor, right?
Mhm.
There wasn't bathrooms on the first floor of the church. Because I remember walking in, it was that one old guy,
Now I'm
the short old
confused.
guy, and then to the right was Miss Pham. Walk down a little more to the left was Miss Gray, and walk to the end. You had what's his name, Toss. Those are all the classrooms. There was no bathroom on the first floor.
No, there was. No, wait. Yeah, there was. There was like a little section of stairs between tosses.
No, but that was just empty space. There was nothing there. Because remember, kids would just wait there to get picked up. That was like the corridor to the church. Because then you
There
turn
had
down
to
that
have been
hallway.
bathrooms.
You turn down the hallway to the left to go to the outside next to the one house or the one trailer park thing.
Dude, we could literally roll away at any given second, bro.
Yeah, bro. You move a couple bricks, bro. And CRSM was out of commission for a couple weeks.
Dude, when we moved schools, it was like February, and they had like a sign up sheet about like who wanted to help move stuff over to the new school. It was like in the middle of a blizzard too.
Yeah.
And
I
she
did
was
not
empty.
sign
Huh?
up. Nah. I did not sign up for that. I don't know of anyone that did sign up for that.
But it got moved.
Yeah, we moved. Now we look like
We-
Sesame Street.
Yeah, we moved into
Kmart.
Yeah, it was once a
So
Kmart,
dumb.
and then the Kmart closed down, and then it was just a big warehouse. So now we're Christopher Ray K. Martin.
I love.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah. And then the 1.5 years, because we were bro, I think about this all the time. We were the last class to have 1 full year in the old building.
Yeah, dude, we got to experience it.
Yeah,
like,
bro. We got the full 100.
Chris, I'm not even lying to you. The hallway was about this big. Not even, bro. That's a generous amount.
Bro, you talking about shoulder, bro?
Bro, you literally had to shove your way through the hallways. The school, it's not even that. It was like a big school with like a lot of kids. Like, it was literally just like 100 kids.
There was 400 kids, not there at all times, because 100 of them would go to work one
It
day
was
out
like
of the week.
300.
It was 300 at a time, bro, and we were shoulder to shoulder, bro, every day,
Yeah,
just
bro.
moving to class. They
There
gave
was
us
no
five,
going back and forth,
bro.
bro.
They gave us 5 minutes to move between 3 buildings that were, bro. PAC is bigger than the space that it took up, and
Yeah.
it's kids would still be late because they couldn't shove their way through the hallway fast enough.
Jesus.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
actually insane.
And then like half of the classes that you needed to take, they were like all in that one hallway. So you just had to shove your way to get into like
Kids would just pop
class.
in. It's like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And then in the new school we had glass hallways. First of all, they didn't give us walls the first year.
no, the walls didn't go to the ceilings, so we would like throw stuff over into other classrooms.
Like pencils and paper.
Yeah, throw notes over and stuff.
Yeah. And then, dude, it was so dumb because like some teachers would show movies and then others would have like full discussions, and it was going on at the same
like
time.
someone's doing
You
the-
look to the right. There's just a
You
movie.
just hear
Yeah.
donkey.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, that happened in
So
Glab's
dumb.
class one time. We were taking an exam and Miss Gray was next to him, and they were watching Shrek.
Dude.
She's trying to teach geometry. And she's like,
Bro.
it's actually crazy. Actually, I did want to actually talk to you. Never mind.
About what?
I'm talking. But anyways, how is it having a job one day out of the week? Like, did you guys have a different job every year, or?
No. Well, I had my job. I worked at the same company for all 4 years, but I had 2 different positions.
Interesting.
But it was like just office
You got
work.
paid for that?
Yeah, but it would go to our tuition.
Yeah, they
and
paid
then
our tuition.
you can get hired over breaks. I got hired over like summer for like the first 2 years.
Bro,
my God,
yeah.
Bro, I made bank. Bro.
As a kid, yeah,
Yeah?
you make some serious fucking
Dude,
money.
it was $12.50 an hour, and I would work like
Full time.
40.
Mhm.
40?
Over the summer and
Yeah,
yeah, over
right?
the breaks, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they at Snap-on they did that for me too. I worked at one place my freshman year, hated it. Worked at one place for 2 years, my sophomore junior year, and they loved me there, bro. Like, and that was our first time partnering with that company too.
That's when
So.
he became the face of the school.
Honestly, yeah, bro. That's like after that, like they like started like what's it called, like presenting me out and like showing me as like the
Dude,
prize
The
remember
pig.
trophy
when-
child?
Yeah, they like put the lipstick on the pig and be like, look at this one.
I don't know about that one, bro.
You never heard of that
No.
phrase, bro? Oh my god. Okay, you live under a rock anyway.
And I just imagined you as a pig.
Yeah, that's the thing, cause like you
You
can't
really
make
are Patrick sometimes.
just live under a rock, bro.
No, I don't. What?
Nah, just kidding.
No, but anyway, and then my last year, I went to another new business partner that we had, cause they were like, oh,
You need to expand.
yeah, I was like, and Nick does good with new people, so we're gonna send him to these new people.
One
hopefully.
last mission.
Yeah, one last mission this senior year before we send him
Apollo
off.
13, bro.
But I really liked my second placement. I actually told them that I wanted to move my last year though because I felt like I was getting too comfortable and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, nah, I can't be getting comfortable, man. So I was like, I need to try something else, and I ended up not liking my last placement more than I did my first. My first placement was probably the worst out of all of them. This when I worked at the Lake County State's Attorney's Office. I did nothing for 8 hours of the day. I sat there and like pretended to do work, and they knew I was pretending to do work because they had no work for me to do.
My first, I worked in the legal department, and
Dude,
I
it
liked
almost made me not want to be a lawyer. I was like, is this what they do? No, thank God, it's not what they do.
it's just wrong place.
I was just an
You were
intern.
just in Waukegan, bro.
I was just a Waukegan intern.
Yeah.
You were with Discover all 4 years?
I wasn't with Discover. Dude, nobody ever knows where I work. What the heck?
Because you don't talk about it, bro. You just be like, yeah,
Bro,
I'm going to work, or I
even when
have
I'm
work.
here,
I worked there.
you guys have all
Put pronouns
gone
on
to
where
my
you
office.
are, so we know where you've been.
I worked at Acco Brands, which is exactly, dude.
Wait, is that like? Do they do like medical stuff?
No.
Dang. You work with Legally first year.
Yeah, that was so fun. Oops, because I got to know like all the lawyers,
Wow.
all the lawyers, and like
They were chill.
yeah, and then there would always be free food.
That was a bonus for sure.
Yeah, bro. At my
Yeah.
second placement in Snap-on, bro, that place was so fun. Like I considered like coming back to work there. Cause like the people there were cool, everyone was fun, bro. Like I could go work there now, and I think I'd have a good time. The people there were just so nice. They were just like just good people. I really enjoyed working there. Snap-on credit in Libertyville. Shout out them. Yeah. But yeah, that was Chris Royce and Mark. So you want to talk about what's actually happening in the news though, or not?
Yeah.
What, dude? Marquette
Oh yeah, how's the game? Marquette is playing. Who?
Marquette versus the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. They were down at the half, 43-36 to the Hilltoppers. Now they're up 55-52. Marquette is up
By 3 points.
Thank goodness. There's 12-16 left though, and this is a really tight game for no flipping reason. Jeez. Whoa, 7 for 15 from 3 for the Hilltoppers.
Pretty accurate. So
Yeah, they're shooting 50%. It's 50% now. 8 for 16. Excuse me. All right, but the first post I sent you, this past week was about the NCAA getting sued by 16 athletes over their transgender policies. So, basically, what's happening there is there was 16 athletes, swimmers, including Riley Gaines. She's a pretty prominent swimmer from Kentucky. They're suing the NCAA accusing the NCAA of violating their Title IX rights by allowing Leah Thomas to compete in the national championships in 2022. Leah Thomas is a transgender woman who competed in the women's, the women's national championships for swimming, who previously competed in the men's. So basically what was happening is that the NCAA Board of Governors ruled that transgender athletes can compete in the category of their affirmed gender on a sport-by-sport basis. So, obviously this can't happen for football. But
Why not?
Because there's no girl football.
I mean, technically, yeah. We learned about this in my sport law class. Like, the reason there isn't, why, there's a football exception to the 1-on-1 rule, because essentially in almost every sport in collegiate sports, there needs to be, if there's a male version and there's enough women to want a female version of the sport, then they have to, create the sport.
But there's automatically a men's team.
No. I mean, if it's grandfathered in, it's grandfathered in. But at UAS, if we wanted to start a men's team, we just have to get enough guys to say that we want to start a men's team, and they would have to abide by it, and we would have to probably have like a coach lined up and things like that. You know, it's not as easy as like getting 6 guys and be like, we want a men's team. It's a little more than that.
Volleyball?
Yeah, it's a little more than that. But if we like went through all the measures and did all the paperwork and stuff, we could realistically start a men's team here. So that's basically what that is. But
We're too poor.
yeah. But the NCAA said about this rule that it preserves opportunity for transgender student athletes while balancing fairness, inclusion, and safety for all who compete. So, this is kind of a little bit of a interesting thing happening here with the NCAA. They're kind of, I mean, just in recent years, they kind of been backed into a lot of legal corners. This is just kind of one that is, biting them in the rear. I don't think it's anything good is going to come out of this for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which way this is going to go, honestly, because I don't know. You got one on the one hand, I feel like the NCAA trying to play, oh, we're woke and we're gonna give them the opportunity. But on the other hand, you're kind of talking about something. You're talking about something with like a biological implication of
Yeah.
it, like a scientific, like
It's like
yes or no
not
to
like-
this. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it's hard to talk about this without getting political. Like I'm not trying to like express an opinion on
I
transgenderism or
understand
anything.
like both sides of it.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to like express opinion on transgenderism or anything like that. But in terms of sports and competition and like just basic human like makeup and like biology, I feel like it's hard for the NCAA to defend this in the name of fairness, to say that it's fair, because realistically, or I guess in all reality, it's not 100% fair. It's never going to be 100% fair in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But to add, factors that are out of control of the athlete, now we have to compete against biological men or men that were once, maybe top 10 in when they were competing as men versus now they're like in the top 3 or winning outright competing, as identified women. It really makes me feel for those women in those situations, that like, I guess I don't know.
It's hard to talk about.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about, but
Ow.
that's what's happening. I'm just here to report. I'm not necessarily here to give my opinion. I'm gonna follow it closely and see what's gonna happen with it, and I think it definitely will have a lot to say about the future of amateur sports, including the Olympics. You gotta think about that. The Olympics and the NCAA are heavily tied together when you talk about amateurism.
Mm-hmm.
Like the NCAA is almost like a direct pipeline to the Olympics. So, yeah, I think this one is gonna be it's gonna be very important in the very near future. See what they do with that and how they handle it. I think they definitely 100% have to take in what these women are talking about and listen to them and hear the grievances with the rules that the NCAA is implementing. All right, so and then another thing happening is Clemson is suing the ACC. Clemson and I think one other school is suing the ACC over exit fees because Clemson's looking to leave the ACC. Them, FSU, and someone else.
Mississippi State?
No. I'm not sure. South Carolina? No, that's where it's happening. Clemson calls into question both the ACC's grant of right fees and exit fees, or grant of rights and exit fees, calling the withdrawal penalty unconstitutional and unenforceable. So basically what they're saying is, I had it here somewhere. I'm trying to find it. So this is in the ESPN article. So Clemson is asking the suit for a declaration that the ACC would not own the rights to Clemson's games after Clemson ceases to be a member of the ACC. Clemson also wants the ACC exit fee, 3 times the ACC operating budget at an estimated $140 million, ruled as an unenforceable penalty in violation of public policy. The total cost of the exit with the rights and the fee was $572 million in Florida State's lawsuit. Jeez. And that was last December when Florida State filed their lawsuit. So yeah, basically, I want to say it's like 7 schools in the ACC. They like met up in like a secret place, in a secret room. Like 5 ADs met in a secret room to talk about leaving the ACC. And
Do you know where they're gonna go?
I would assume probably the SEC or the Big Ten. The way it's looking, like they're gonna want to be a part of like bigger football programs, because the ones that are leaving the ACC are bigger like football schools, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I think Duke was also talking about it too. They're involved in another lawsuit over something. I think I have it here somewhere. Yeah, so here in this Yahoo Sports article, they were talking about how if these 7 teams that are kind of colluding, or I guess they're colluding to leave the ACC and go somewhere else, it would leave the bigger basketball schools that are left in the ACC, so like Louisville and Duke, to be poached by either the SEC or the Big Ten or Pac-12 or something like that. Some other program, and leaving the ACC in the dust basically. So yeah, that's what's happening there. Oh, and the college football committee got a new ESPN deal for $7.4 billion through 2032 season.
30-31.
They're going for 1,000 years. No, through the 2031-2032 season. A $7.8 billion deal to broadcast college football.
It's like $700 million each year.
That's a ridiculous amount of money for football. Jeez. And then you just considering the expansion of the college football playoffs, and they're probably gonna subcontract those games out to like Fox or NBC or something like that, and give them a chance to like bid on games and stuff like that. There's gonna be so much money thrown around college football in the next couple of years, especially with a deal like that. Jeez. And it's crazy to think that they were talking about more earlier. So, and then the last thing I kind of have on the docket here is just a little quick thing about New York Representative Paul Tonko intends to introduce legislation that would place limits on the way online sports betting companies in the United States market and interact with their consumers. That one actually kind of interested me a little bit, because I wrote a study on gambling and the development of addictions.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting now that Representative Tonko is looking to, I guess, put a limit on a company. It's kind of like when they first started to put limits on like cigarette companies, because like remember when Ferrari was promoted by Marlboro, like the F1 car,
Really?
like it. Dude, have you not seen the Ferrari car in like the 90s or the 80s?
Yeah. Fat Marlboro.
Yeah, it looked like a Marlboro packet. Along the wing, it would say Marlboro, like the Senna car, I think, like around that era. But anyway, I think this is like the kind of the first step in that direction, to kind of having limits on like advertising and things like that when it comes to sports betting. Because dude, the advertisements, the advertisements are everywhere. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I was watching like Nickelodeon and something, and then it was like ESPN bet, get your parents' credit card.
Dude, what's that one? DraftKings. Oh,
DraftKings.
DraftKings. It's like every 5 seconds on the UFC.
Yeah, FanDuel.
It's like
Yeah.
John Anik. DraftKings now is the number one sports bettor.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, but the thing is,
still
it's
they're
that it's an addictive product is the thing. Like,
well, it's like advertising.
they advertise alcohol and liquor all the time,
Yeah.
but I don't know, why is that different?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of money involved, maybe.
Well, for sure, 100. That's why. But like the thing is, why did they stop advertising cigarettes as the way that they did, versus liquor or alcohol?
Probably just because of the. I don't know. I'm just assuming because of the increase in cancer from the cigarettes that they found after research. Because everybody used to smoke like a chain in the 60s and the 70s.
But what about like liver cancer? Is it not as bad?
It's not as bad as lung cancer.
As lung cancer?
Get it? Because honestly, people are saying like if you were to get liver cancer, you gotta
That's
drink.
sad. So they wait for it to become a serious issue until they actually think that, okay, we gotta stop telling people that, to buy this. I feel like alcohol anyway is gonna be there. Like, you're gonna know of it and you're gonna know what it is and what it does. I don't think we need Snoop Dogg on a beach with, what's his name? Adam Sandler? No.
Oh,
Andy
yeah.
Samberg.
Andy Samberg telling me to buy a Corona in a skinny can.
Yeah.
Like, we know, I feel like these companies would be doing just fine if they weren't advertising. These alcohol companies.
Yeah, because they're already advertised so much, like people already know about them. They're pretty common brands.
There's no milk advertisement. We know milk is a thing. People just go by the one that they want. Liquor doesn't. I don't think liquor needs to be advertised.
You never saw that Got Milk ad?
Got Milk ad. What about the prairie?
I just think of Kurt Angle.
The prairie farm thing?
Oh, the prairie farms. Yeah, they used to advertise a little bit.
There's an oat milk commercial or almond.
Like, it might.
That's not real milk anyway.
It's probably brands that are honestly like. It's
definitely the brands
at that point.
But I feel like right now the fact that gambling is such like a Wild West thing in the world right now because it's so new, sports gambling specifically. I feel like they're kind of just shoving it down our throat as fast as they can before something like this happens, where they start regulating the advertisements and who they can interact with, how they can interact with people, what data they can use, where they can gather from. Like, oh, he follows the Hawks, I'm gonna start, giving him Hawks props and stuff like that so he can start betting and things like that. I feel like that stuff is coming very soon. I don't know if this bill is gonna get passed. There's so much money right now in sports betting, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's in a lot of politicians' pockets already. So I wouldn't be surprised if this took some time, but unfortunately, I think it will take some time for it to actually make any logical sense. But, those are just vices in life. People are going to do them anyway. Anyways, now on to something about UIS not being a soccer school. Okay, so this is what we were talking about last night. And I swear it was something about, because we were watching...
We were watching the Kentucky game.
We were watching the Kansas game. Kentucky lost earlier in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We were watching the Kansas game versus whoever. All I know is Kansas won.
Unfortunately, yeah, but.
And then you asked, what was the question? I don't remember the specific question, but you asked something about
Oh, it would have been cool like if we had a football team. Like, imagine how cool it would feel to be part of that.
Yeah, but
Because Jenny.
that wasn't
Yes. Well.
the question, but
What was my question?
it was about we were watching the game.
Because then you started bringing up how.
We were watching Shaq. Shaq said something.
Shaq. I didn't see Shaq yesterday.
No, it's Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley.
Charles, yes.
It was Chuck. Chuck said like because remember he was talking about the All-American game. He was like at the McDonald's All-American game. Your Dukes and your UNCs and your Villanovas are always gonna get the All-American. And your Kentucky's, because he was talking about Kentucky losing. He was like, and your schools like that, they're always gonna get the McDonald's All-Americans, and all these other schools are gonna get the kids that go and eat at McDonald's. And then I was just like, oh, that's crazy. I think that I don't even think you asked the question. I think I just started talking about how, it sucks that UAS isn't known like for any particular sport in the way that like Duke is known for basketball. Kentucky is known for basketball. Like, these are schools that are known for basketball, that regardless of how bad they are this year, next year, just because of their name associated with that one particular sport, they're going to get the recruits that they want.
Yeah.
Well, it's like football too, right?
Exactly, yeah. I think that kind of then that conversation moved over to UAS, and then you were like, well, I don't think you asked specifically what school we were.
Started.
Yeah, and I was like, it sucks that UAS isn't a particular sports school.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say we're a soccer school. I wouldn't say we're a basketball school. But I think yeah, at the end of the day, those are our two biggest sports.
Well, there's also like what is it, track or cross country?
True. It's just not as big. It's
no, because that's yeah. I was telling her like Lewis is the track and cross country school in our conference.
Mm-hmm.
In basketball, I mean, we're pretty.
I want to say it's Indiana's.
UIndy?
UIndy.
Still? Because I was going to give them for soccer. UIndy's a soccer school.
Yeah, you're not wrong. UND's just big, bro. They have a lot of
Yeah, UND is a pretty big sports school for Division II.
Yeah.
I know we're pretty up there in baseball. Like that's been our thing for the last couple of years at least. Volleyball, I mean, jeez, that's it.
Ow.
And
It's
then
just hard to bring money into Division II.
I think a lot of it has to do with our culture too. We're not dedicated Prairie Star fans enough, or there isn't enough dedicated Prairie Star fans. It's just because like we were talking about, if we were to have a football team, it would be different. There would be something to be, to get hyped about, to get excited about. I don't know of anyone that gets excited or as excited to go to a soccer homecoming game versus a football homecoming game. Like that carries some weight. But no, I feel like we either missed the boat on that, or someone is not looking to make the investment that they should.
It's just, I feel like it's the thing that we're Division II. That's my biggest thing is that.
Yeah, but I feel like we could still have a sport program that holds, some kind of prestige to it. I feel like
for sure
we win so much that we should have that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have so many either beat individual wins or like accolades amongst teams. I feel like we should have some kind of positive school spirit about our sports, but I just feel like it's, I don't know.
We definitely lack identity.
It's ignored almost. Like the fact that we're
There's
Division II.
No school spirit.
Yeah, the fact that we're Division II gets in the head of. I think it gets in the head of like higher ups and people that make bigger decisions that makes them think, oh yeah, we're just winning. That's fine. We won conference. Okay, cool. I feel like if they were hold that to a higher pedestal, like it actually is, then the student body would understand that it's an important thing and it's an important part of our identity as a school. I feel like they kind of get away from that a little too much because of the fact that we're D2.
It's definitely the higher ups.
Because, I don't know. Not that we need to be told when to cheer, like when to clap and when to, sit down and when to stand. But I feel like some direction of what our identity is would help a lot from the people running the school. I don't think they know what our identity is. Are we just a school in Springfield that's, the home of Lincoln? Is Abraham Lincoln our identity?
Bro, I think Abe Lincoln is more identified with UIS than like anything about UIS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have a Abe Lincoln statue.
I know, the young
For
lawyer.
what?
Because he's the young lawyer, man. That's my favorite statue. Don't talk about the young lawyer.
Yeah, they talk about how this is Abraham Lincoln's house. Abraham
or Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, no shade to Abe, but I want my school's identity back.
I just really don't like how we're a Prairie Star.
Oh.
We should have been the Prairie Dogs.
At least that would bring.
Yeah, with the little bulldog. Well, Prairie Dog looks like.
Well, but you look. I'm thinking like I have a group of them.
Oh, a group
it doesn't
of
have
prairie
to be.
dogs?
Yeah, it just has to be just a prairie dog.
It would look cute, though.
A bunch of hounds.
Yeah, hound of prairie dog.
It would look cute.
And then that would unify, like, we're a team,
bro. And then we can have the dog pound, bro.
Exactly, bro. The dog pound
we
section.
Could be the dogs for real.
Bro, I'm just there.
Dude, let me talk to their marketing team. Any marketing team out there? Can I talk to you?
Let me talk to the marketing team. Marketing team, where are you?
Please. Bro, yeah, I think there needs to be like a whole different identity of yours. Like they need like a makeover.
Yeah, school needs to do a makeover.
It's expensive though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because then,
I mean, the master plan was gonna be.
I feel like it's like a bit. Like, I'm looking at this like a business. Like you have to spend a lot to like.
No one wants to make that investment here, though.
I know that's the issue. We just went over that.
Yeah, I think they're scared. They're scared of messing up. No one wants to.
They're not seeing the full potential, but also, there's no soccer coach. So how do you make that right now?
Yeah, apparently on Sunday they're gonna have one of the former players coaching. No, it's Joe Conway.
Interesting.
So apparently Joe got his, what's it called? All his documents figured out. So now he's gonna coach the guys' team through Sunday at least.
Interesting.
And then the girls' volleyball team has a tournament the 6th. It's the first weekend of April, and they don't have a full team. So
I probably will honestly be working that most likely. Actually, I start clinicals.
That game?
If there's an AT there, then most likely.
Probably. Yeah, I think they're playing a tournament. But yeah, that's what's going on. Anything else, Larry? What else is happening in the news? What's coming up? What's in the horizon?
Actually, I have a quick question.
What's up?
What's the difference between, you know how we're back to the topic of they were gonna set up regulations of advertising?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between that and then, I guess, advertising because you're sponsoring something? So you know how UFC is sponsored by Modelo type stuff?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now it's
Happy Dads. Is it Happy Dads?
no.
It was Happy Dads and Modelo, but that's not Modelo anymore. But prime example,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because they have to like. I wonder, do you think they go based on more like show this advertising X amount of times?
That's how advertising works.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They pay for the space, like the amount.
Okay,
But
yeah. That's
The
what
bill.
I thought
This
more.
bill's more, I guess, towards like just broadcasted television or like cable.
Oh, in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like having billboards up and things like that, and pop-ups on YouTube, and like, oh, they can only be restricted to 18 plus or whatever.
So this doesn't play to sponsorships at all at that point.
Nah. I mean,
That's like a different contract.
yeah, you can still have a cigarette sponsor on a boxing ring or something.
No, yeah, I understand that.
That's just that's a mutual contract between two parties.
I just thought that was gonna interfere in somehow, but never mind.
Anything else, Larry? What else happened in the news, bro?
March Madness.
March Madness has started.
Oh, dude, all right. What do you think the Marquette score is? It was 55-52. Marquette was up, and the game just ended. Do you think Marquette lost?
I think they won.
You think they won? You think they lost?
I think they lost. Yeah.
Dang, you have no faith. They won 87-69.
Wow, they
Who do you guys have winning? You have Purdue winning, no?
I have Purdue winning. I have Purdue beating UConn in the final.
I
I have
I have UConn and Duke in the final.
my final
With
four.
UConn winning.
My final four is Arizona, UConn, and then Marquette, Purdue. Do you remember your final four?
My final four is Arizona and
Illinois.
And on this side it's Purdue and Nebraska.
Oh, yeah, Nebraska.
Tom,
Bro, what are you doing crossing stuff out of your bracket and writing over it? You're such a faker.
What? No, it's in red because it was wrong. Like, that's who actually won.
Oh.
Because that's going to, like, I'm just keeping track of it.
You
Okay,
are?
Okay. Just making sure, bro. Trying to keep you
Yeah.
honest.
It's crazy that you actually wrote him out. I didn't have
Yes.
space, so I just put the number
Yeah.
until the end.
Well, I put like
Number.
abbreviations.
Because it has the numbers.
Yeah, the number would take me out.
Just follow the number.
No.
Run it back.
No.
Anyway, talking about the age of Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah. Him.
Who is it, bro?
His name is Tomiyasu.
From where?
Don't know actually, but he wears number 30
On
In-
what team?
in
he doesn't-
Nebraska.
Oh.
Insane 3-point range, just insane 3-point range.
Dude, I wanted New Mexico to be my Cinderella team for this year, but right now they're losing to Clemson 42-28. Dude, UConn is up against Stenson at halftime, 52-19.
That is wow.
Sick, bro.
I know Arizona did well yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the rest of the games today include Yale versus Auburn,
Auburn,
Yeah, Auburn.
Florida, Colorado.
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 You think so? I got Florida.
I have my thing here. Actually. I know.
You're gonna go based off the number?
Don't go based off what you put. Go based off heart.
For real. Don't look at the
I
record.
do have Colorado.
Texas A&M versus Nebraska. Obviously, you got Nebraska. I think I had A&M beat Nebraska in that
I
game.
have Texas A&M. Sorry, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
Nothing to be sorry about.
Duke versus Vermont.
Duke.
Purdue versus Grambling.
Purdue.
Purdue. Bama versus Charleston.
Bam.
I have Alabama.
I got Bama. Number 1, Houston versus Longwood. Houston. Wisconsin versus James Madison.
Wisconsin.
Wisco.
I want to see James Madison get the win there. TCU versus Utah State.
Utah State.
You had TCU?
Yeah.
You got Utah State?
Mm-hmm.
I got TCU.
Texas Christian University, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grand Canyon versus St. Mary's.
Grand Canyon.
You got Grand Canyon.
I don't know.
St. Mary's is 5. Grand Canyon's 12. It was a game cast. Who's the favorite for this game?
Oh, I have Grand Canyon.
St. Mary's is the 78% favorite in the ESPN matchup predictor.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, they're the minus 5.5 favorite. Or I guess money line. Where were we? And then, yeah, that's the last game today. Marquette beat Western Kentucky. Baylor beat Colgate. San Diego State beat UAB. And, Northwestern beat FAU. Let's go, baby.
Wow, FAU.
Northwestern up.
Last year's finalists.
Hell yeah. Go Northwestern. Let's go Evanston. Evanston Township. That's where my mama went to high school.
What are they? No, the Northwestern
Wildcats.
Wildcats.
What? You don't like that one? What if we were the
like we could really do like something with dogs. Just
Prairie
UIN.
Dogs,
Yeah.
the Prairie Wolves? All right. Anything else in the news? Got March Madness. We're caught up on that. Got games to go watch. I got homework to do. Oh my goodness, this week has been crazy.
Dude, I got my final Monday.
You excited, bro? Your
I'm
birthday
hungry.
Ooh.
Chris's birthday's on Friday. Everybody say happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, Jordan year. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh crap.
23.
Yeah. We'll
What
see
are you
how.
gonna do for your birthday, Chris?
Hopefully be around friends. That's the
What do you want for your birthday, bro?
Yeah.
yeah. What I want for my birthday?
Wow, dude, you're funny. You were like, that's such a. What did he
He's
say?
like, bro, that's a crazy
Statement.
It's a
I was
crazy
like,
statement, and he's like, it was not crazy nor a statement. And I'm like, you're right. You really did get me that day. You really got me earlier.
Yeah,
Like I said, I told Valeria, I was like, honestly, man, I don't really want anything.
Did you listen to last week's episode? What did you think of it?
Yeah.
What's your input on everything I had to say?
The episode was good.
Thanks.
I thought it
Y'all
was
held
pretty
down
cool.
the fort.
It was pretty interesting.
You said we held it down for you?
Yeah.
Good, bro. Just
You
make
like the little hello in the beginning.
Message to Larry. Yeah.
Champions League starts back up in April, by the way.
sure. Oh, my goodness.
I'm excited about that.
Who do we have?
It's Barcelona against PSG, Real Madrid and Man City, Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid, and Arsenal versus Bayern Munich.
Hey, like Barca's chances.
I want to learn about soccer like you guys. But I feel like I just don't.
I mean, the World Cup was a great introduction to that sport.
Yeah, like
too,
that. It was fun to watch.
It's hard.
Also, I feel like I would stress you guys out if I were to ask questions during the game because usually, like during these
bro.
games, you guys are like on the edge of your
Honestly,
seat.
it's only with Barca. Any other game, like I'm fine. Barca is just a different thing. But how I feel about those in general, honestly, man. PSG has Mbappe. Generational for sure. He's quick. So, but our defense is better than the last time we faced him.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Araujo's going to knock him down.
Araujo, our new young boy Kubarasi, has just been
Yeah.
manhandling every top striker he's been playing. And he's only 17, by the way. 17. 17 again.
1-7. He's a minor.
He can't even buy an alcohol beverage in Spain still.
Making more money than any of us ever will in our lives combined.
Still has to go to school on Monday
For real.
and everything. But
He's going to play the Champions League
he's going to play Champions League on a Tuesday night in Paris.
and then go to school Wednesday
He's
morning.
going to go to school Wednesday morning.
In Barcelona.
That's crazy.
Barcelona, España.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I feel good that the second leg is in Barcelona. So whatever happens in
Yeah,
the
I like
first
that.
leg, it always just gives us home court advantage.
Anything else? Are you ready to get the flip out of here, dude?
I'm ready to flip out, dude.
I like that, bro.
I'm ready to,
I'm ready to spiral,
I'm ready
bro.
to rage. Let's flip the table.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Okay, bye, guys.
Thank you for listening. Okay, bye.
Like you hang up.
All right, love you. Bye.
Gotta go, bye.
Stop. All right. Thank you for listening. That was week 8 of the podcast. Hopefully next week, I think we should have a pretty interesting guest. See how things work out. But yeah. Have a good weekend. Have a good week. Peace.